Welcome to Around the House, sponsored by RoMac Building Supply. I'm your host, Don Magruder. Most construction projects fail because they lack the plans and the specificity to get the job done. Today we're going to discuss how you can design your next construction project utilizing the best plans and the plans that will meet Florida's tough hurricane codes. There's a lot that goes into plans, but if they're not done right, then you'll suffer as you go through your project. Joining me today is Tom Kirby. He's the manager of the RoMac Design Center in Leesburg, and he has a wealth of information on how to design your next set of plans. Tom, good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Hey, doing great, Don. Thank you.
We are glad to have you here today. Won't you take a few moments and tell us about Tom Kirby and the RoMac Lumber Design Center?
Okay, well, I've been doing architectural design for about 17 years. I came aboard with, which I'm very thankful to be with the RoMac Design Center. I've been there for 4 years. We have a great department. We're fully staffed, and we can handle just about any architectural design need you have.
Where is the Design Center located in Leesburg, and what can homeowners expect when they come visit the Design Center?
Well, you can come at 700 East Main Street, and that's downtown Leesburg, and we have a great showroom. You can come in, take a look, and visit. We do free consulting. We're happy to sit down with any plans that you may have drawn out. Any pictures would be good, and then we'll be able to help you meet your needs.
And that's the unique difference between you and most other drafting firms. You guys are located right in the midst of a beautiful window and door and siding showroom. There's professionals that surround the Design Center, and so they can make all their selections one time, correct?
That's correct.
If someone had a question about today's show, how can you be reached?
It's best to call us at 352-314-3197.
At the RoMac Lumber Design Center, you do consultations with a lot of clients, and their plans have to be verified and sealed using Florida's tough building codes. A lot of people don't understand that's important.
Yes, sir.
Why is that important that you follow these codes in designing plans?
Well, first off, you're gonna want to make sure that that what you are getting involved in, this is a great investment, and you want to make sure that it's done right and it's built correctly according to the Florida Building Code. Number two, you want it to be structurally sound, and we can aesthetically make it sound. That's why an engineer, it's important for them to seal those plans.
The other advantage with the RoMac truss plant facility, you guys are able to also incorporate those truss designs right in your home designs, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
A lot of people today are going on the internet and they're buying online plans, and that's fraught with trouble, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is.
Explain to our viewers today why they should be very leery about buying online plans.
Well, number one, you're going to get a layout, but number two, the biggest thing about buying online plans, they can be expensive sometimes, and then you're not going to get everything you need. It's not a complete package, because you may buy some plans that are generic, but they won't meet the standard codes of Florida, which is real important. You won't have any Florida product approval codes. You structurally won't be sound, and then we'll just have to redraw them anyway.
And that's important to note. When you do a plan, you have to have Florida approved products on the envelope of the house, which includes doors, windows, siding, roofing, all the things on the outside. Has to be sealed by a Florida engineer, and it has to meet these certain standards. And so many of our friends who come from up north, they'll buy a plan that has snow loads, for example, that have no bearing here, do they?
No, sir.
Let's talk about the construction plan process. When a homeowner decides to build a new home, remodel, or addition, take us through the steps of the planning process. Say there's someone who's wanting to do a remodel, add a room. First thing they're going to do is call you at what number?
They're going to call us at 352-314-3197.
Okay. What happens from there?
We will set up a time for consulting. We will meet with you. we would like for you to first bring at least any information you have. It can be a rough sketch, it can be a picture that you may have seen.
But we do have to point out one thing. Most plans are copywritten.
Yes, sir.
So you cannot take a plan from someone else and redraw it straight from someone else.
No, sir. We can do similar, but we can't take the exact plan and
No.
copy it.
So you need to design. A lot of times people will sketch things in their kitchen on the back of a napkin or back of a piece of paper. That's fine, isn't it?
Sure, yes, sir. That's fine.
How important is it for the person to have their lot picked out?
Well, number one, there is setback requirements or building codes that require you to have a certain building area that you're able to place that. It's first to bring in a good survey, a sealed survey by a certified survey company, and then we can call the county and we'll get your setbacks, your buildable setbacks, and then we can design the house to fit that property.
Because part of the house planning process, you've got to know what size house to put on the lot. And that's where a lot of people make a mistake. They'll design a house that won't fit on the lot.
That's correct.
Okay, so they've called you and they said, hey, we're doing this remodel. I'm assuming they're going to make an appointment and do a consultation. Is there any charge for the consultation?
No, sir, we don't charge anything for the first consultation.
So the first consultation free. And what's going to happen in that first consultation?
We're going to actually see what you're looking for, see if we're able to make sure that the plan is going to meet your need. Number two, we'll get you pricing. We'll go ahead and establish some type of a quote to where you can realize what's happening with your plan.
So you're going to talk about it, get a price on them. Say if after you price the plans, they say, hey, we want to use your design center. Take us through the process. How many times do you draw the plans, redo them, till you get to a final set of plans?
Well, first we're going to sit and do a preliminary plan. We're going to kind of draw out what you're looking for, your dreams, your ideas, and we'll put some of our ideas in there because we do so much. Then you can take that back. You can see a contractor. It'll kind of help you to visually and also financially see what your plan is going to cost.
Now, I know that one service you guys offer, and you mentioned preliminary plan, is doing a preliminary plan for not the whole price of a regular plan. And one of the reasons why is for that planning process with the builder.
That's correct.
Do you find that I understand you're very busy doing preliminary plans. Do you find a lot of people, homeowners selecting preliminary plans, are doing it so because they do not want to lock into one builder right up front?
That's correct. When a homeowner comes in and brings their plans to us, they feel like they're a little in more control than if someone else was telling them how to.
So for
build their
example,
house.
if a homeowner goes to a builder and he draws the plans up, and they may like the plan but may dislike the builder, at that point you're stuck with it because that builder owns those plans typically, don't they?
That's correct.
Okay, so you can do a preliminary plan. They can go then interview and select builders, select merchandise. Let's talk about the product selection process. That's critical. You know, I've been doing this for 35, 40 years, and the biggest mistakes that happen on job sites are because people do not pick out the right products and they don't put it on plans. How detailed do you want products to be on the plans you draw?
Well, it's necessary to have that specific product because there's so many different manufacturers and some of their rough openings are different sized. So it's best to pick out that particular product, like say for a window or a door, and you're going to pick a certain brand, and they're going to require a certain opening for that. So your framer is going to have to frame for that opening so that window will fit correctly.
And a lot of plans that are coming through these days just has a generic window opening and it says 3050 and it has no specifics, and that's where mistakes happen.
That's where mistakes happen.
I'll tell you what I want to do. Let's go to the RoMac show and tell desk and let's look at a set of plans real quick and go through it so people understand what they expect. We're at the RoMac show and tell desk with Tom Kirby from the RoMac Building Supply Design Center. And first off, Tom, I'm intrigued. What's this thing here?
Well, Don, this is an actual wide-angle lens camera that is attached to an iPad. We use this for remodels. We can actually go into a home and we can scan the room, and it will give us precise measurements just in case we forget something. Then we can bring it back to our department and we can draw your plans from that.
Okay, and this is a full set of plans that you guys have designed. What's included in your full set of plans, Tom?
A full set of plans include all the requirements for you to get a building permit and for the builder to be able to.
So it's a sealed plans, and
Yes,
you
sir.
have it sealed by a Florida engineer. It's product approvals. It's the plot plan. It's the house is plotted on the plan, so it gives you everything you need to get a permit.
Yes, sir, it does.
And I see a beautiful rendering on front.
Yes, sir. We can do 3D rendering, so that way you're able to see more of the home.
And you have a full layout. And I see you have door schedules and window schedules. And to me, that's some of the most important
That's
things.
some of the most important things. Yes, sir, it is. And then we also give all the details that goes along with that plan, so that the builder can identify how they need to put that together.
But this is a final set of plans. Now, the preliminary set of plans are the bid plans that you do for a lot of people doing new homes and remodels to go to builders. They will not be this complete. Will
No, sir, they're limited to a floor plan, elevations, and a site plan.
Tom, what's the biggest mistake people make when they're planning a new home addition or remodel in their planning process?
A lot of it is the dimensions. We have to have good dimensions. Secondly, it is your product that you need to pick out to make sure that you're getting the right product for what you need to do. Aesthetically, and also, like I said, for the Florida product approval, you can't buy windows up north and think they're going to fit down here. Same with doors.
One thing I have found in custom homes especially, people cannot delegate their decisions on specifics. And that's where most people get in trouble. You still have to sit down and specifically tell somebody, whether it's a builder building it for you or a RoMac Design Center designing it for what type of windows, doors, colors, shingles, and all that, don't they?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for being our guest today, Tom Kirby. Until next time, we will see you around the house.